When a star says goodbye, the world stops to listen, and this time, Dylan Wang's words made millions cry. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into a story that has touched hearts all across Asia and beyond. The one and only Dylan Wang, the actor who captured millions of hearts with his irresistible charm, emotional depth, and unforgettable roles, has finally broken his silence. But this time, it wasn't about a new drama, a brand deal, or a fan meeting. No. This time, it was something far more emotional, a heartfelt farewell message that left fans speechless. If you're a true Dylan Wang fan, get ready, because what he said will stay with you long after this video ends. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and keep your notifications on, because this one is emotional. Let's get into it. Dylan Wang, or Wang Hedi, has always been more than just a celebrity. He's a phenomenon. Ever since his breakout role as Dao Ming-si in Meteor Garden 2018, he's carried an energy that's hard to describe, confident, bold, a little mysterious, but always sincere. And as his fame grew, so did the love of his fans. Whether it was his fiery roles in The Rational Life, Miss the Dragon, or the captivating chemistry he shared with Esther Yu in Love Between Fairy and Devil, Dylan became a symbol of modern Chinese stardom, talented, driven, and deeply human. But in the past few weeks, fans noticed something strange. Dylan went unusually quiet. No posts, no appearances, no updates. His official account stopped sharing new content, and even his fan sites began to express concern. Some wondered if he was just preparing for a new project. Others whispered about personal struggles. And then, out of nowhere, Dylan Wang broke his silence with a message that sent shockwaves through social media. The post was simple, elegant, and deeply emotional. It read, "Thank you for walking with me all these years. I will always remember the laughter, the tears, and the moments we shared. You gave me everything I have today. I love you all." Just like that, millions of fans across the world stopped scrolling. The words were short, but they carried the weight of something final. Was Dylan Wang saying goodbye to acting? Was he stepping away from the spotlight? Or was it a message of gratitude before a new beginning? Let's rewind a little, to understand the full story behind Dylan's emotional farewell. Over the last year, Dylan Wang has been facing an intense schedule. From filming consecutive dramas to attending non-stop public events and brand collaborations, the actor seemed to have no time to rest. Insiders revealed that Dylan had been feeling increasingly exhausted, both mentally and emotionally. In one behind-the-scenes clip from a magazine shoot, Dylan could be heard saying softly to a staff member, "Sometimes I forget who I am when I'm not in character." It was a rare glimpse into the emotional toll of fame, and how much it costs to keep smiling for the cameras. Fans started noticing the signs: fewer public smiles, more quiet moments, and an almost invisible sadness behind his eyes. Despite that, Dylan continued giving his best. He always believed in professionalism, always showing up for his fans no matter how tired he was. But even stars need time to heal. Then, a few weeks ago, sources close to Dylan began hinting that he had plans to take a step back, to focus on himself. They said he wanted to reconnect with real life, spend time with his loved ones, and reflect on the journey that had changed him forever. That's when this goodbye message appeared, confirming what many feared, but also revealing something beautiful. Dylan wasn't just leaving. He was thanking. He was saying goodbye, not because he wanted to vanish, but because he wanted to honor the people who made his success possible, his fans. In a later live stream with his closest fans, one that quickly went viral, Dylan spoke softly, his eyes shimmering with emotion. He said, "I've spent years trying to become someone that people would be proud to support. But sometimes, in chasing that image, I forgot how to just be myself. I think it's time to rest, to think, and to appreciate the people who truly love me for who I am, not just for the characters I play." The chat was flooded with crying emojis, words of love, and endless messages like, "We'll wait for you," and "Take all the time you need, Dylan." Some fans said they couldn't stop crying as they replayed the clip again and again. Others created tribute videos with clips from his dramas, paired with his heartfelt quote, Thank you and I love you all. The phrase has since become a movement on social media. Hashtags like hashtag thank you Dylan, hashtag we love you Wang Hedi, and hashtag come back soon Dylan began trending across platforms like Weibo, Instagram, and Twitter. But what truly melted hearts wasn't just the message, it was how sincere it felt. Dylan wasn't trying to be poetic. He wasn't performing. He was being real. Friends and co-stars soon shared their own reactions. Esther Yu, his love between fairy and devil co-star, wrote in her story, "He has one of the kindest hearts I've ever known. He deserves peace, happiness, and all the time he needs." Other actors who've worked with Dylan described him as quietly generous and deeply thoughtful, always the type to make sure everyone around him felt comfortable, even during grueling shoots. One director recalled how Dylan once stayed on set hours after filming just to help a tired crew member carry equipment back to the van. Small acts like that revealed the kind of person he is, humble despite his fame, grounded despite the chaos of celebrity life. For fans, this goodbye feels both heartbreaking and inspiring. Because even though it hurts to see him step back, it also shows something incredibly human, the courage to pause. Fame can be dazzling, but it can also be suffocating. And Dylan's choice to step away, even temporarily, sends a message that resonates with everyone who's ever felt overwhelmed by expectations. Sometimes, taking a step back isn't giving up. It's healing. In fact, during one older interview, Dylan once said something that now feels prophetic. He said, "I don't want to be remembered just as a star. I want to be remembered as someone who was honest, even when it was hard to be." And that honesty is exactly what makes this moment so powerful. His farewell isn't a tragedy. It's an act of truth, a moment where he lets his fans see him not as a character, not as a brand, but as a person. Rumors have already begun swirling about what Dylan will do next. Some say he plans to travel, away from the cameras, somewhere quiet and peaceful. Others suggest he might explore behind-the-scenes work, like producing or even directing. A few insiders claim he's writing, possibly a memoir or a reflective journal about his years in the industry. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain, Dylan's impact isn't fading. It's transforming. His words, "Thank you and I love you all," are more than a goodbye. They're a reminder that connection doesn't end when the spotlight dims. It lingers, like the final note of a song that keeps echoing in your heart. For those who followed Dylan from the very start, from Meteor Garden to love between fairy and devil, from the confident young actor to the thoughtful man he's become, this moment is bittersweet. It's the end of a chapter, but not the end of the story. If you made it this far, you already know how special this story is. So if Dylan Wang's message touched your heart like it did ours, go ahead and tap that like button to show your love. Drop a comment below telling us your favorite Dylan Wang moment, the role that made you laugh, cry, or fall in love. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, because we'll keep bringing you the latest updates on your favorite stars, stories that move, inspire, and remind us why we fell in love with them in the first place. Until next time, this is your host signing off, reminding you that every goodbye carries a promise of return. And in Dylan Wang's words, "Thank you, and I love you all."